All right, ladies and gentlemen, on Schoology under math, I have a couple other things I want to point out to you that are going to be helpful on polygons. I have here a polygon anchor chart that you should save because we know that when we go over things together, sometimes when we go to do our homework, it's just easily forgettable. So these are good to save and then pull up when you guys are doing your homework or to review for a test. It says a polygon is a two-dimensional shape made of straight lines. It has at least 3 sides and 3 angles, and it is a closed shape, no intersecting sides. And here are some common polygons that they have. Okay, they have our triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, octagon. They even drew a little picture next to them. I would suggest that in your math notebook for your vocab. Draw a little picture like they did. And then they even gave you some examples of not polygons. They have this circle. They have some shapes that don't have straight lines. They have some shapes that are not closed. Remember that ant can get in or out. That means it is not a polygon then. All right, if we head back, we have one called Polygon Power. I like this one. So Polygon Power is a good one to study for your quiz, cough, cough, wink, wink, because you are going to need to memorize. Remember, how many sides does a triangle have? How many sides does a quadrilateral have? Pentagon. Remember, our extras that are good to know, but I'm not going to ask you to memorize, would be our 7-sided, 9-sided, and 10-sided polygons. Okay, if you do, I'm proud of you, and that is great. If you don't, that is perfectly okay, and you will be doing more practice with those in middle school. All right, back to Schoology we go. And the last help sheet I have for you is polygons, regular and irregular. Okay, so remember a polygon has to have 3 or at least 3 sides and angles, but a regular polygon is going to be ones that have the sides and the angles are the same. They are equal, okay? So for example, in this triangle, if you look at 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, they are all the same length. If you look at their angles, they are all the same angle. Now, however, an example of a polygon triangle that's irregular would be this one right here. And what makes it irregular is you see this side right here, and you see this side. Are those 2 sides equal in length? No, so it makes it irregular. Now sometimes, I think this one's really noticeable. This one's really noticeable. Sometimes the irregular polygons are super easy to see. They're super easy to point out. Sometimes they're less obvious, and you might actually even need to measure the sides to see. I think they're different lengths, but I'm not quite sure. It's okay if you were to measure them then to see if they are in fact equal length or different length. Okay? So they gave you an example of polygons, a regular one and an irregular one, for a quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, and octagon. Of the hexagon, I think that's probably the most obvious one, that those are not the same sides. We have a side right here, itty bitty, and look down here going across. That one's a lot longer, right? Yeah. Super obvious that, yes, it has, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, making it a hexagon, but those sides are not equal length, so it's still a polygon, still a hexagon, but it's an irregular one, okay? And that is going to be something that you have to know, regular versus irregular. All right, let's do some practice. So I have down here polygon practice. And in your math notebook, I want you to work along with us. It gives us, again, a little direction sheet at the top. Some more of our tips about our shapes, our polygons. Talking about regular polygons, showing us how this one's regular because it has 3 sides. They're all 3 inches, and the angles are all 60. Okay, they're all equal, making it regular. Number 1, they want to know, you have to name that polygon. Number 1 in your math notebook, And then you also have to tell me, is it a regular polygon or irregular? In your math notebook, number 1. What kind of polygon is that? And is it regular or irregular? I want you to tell somebody in your area. Stay in your seat, but tell somebody in your area. What's the name of the polygon? Regular or irregular? Writing it in your math notebook. I have some friends who are just sitting waiting for answers. Writing it in your math notebook. If I start having to check math notebooks and I see some friends aren't having this material, ladies and gentlemen, it will cost you a recess. It is not okay to just be sitting right now. You are taking notes. You are being an active math learner right now. This is what will make you ready for middle school. Just sitting, waiting for your friends to answer or waiting for me to answer is not going to get you ready. Aiden, what shape is number 1? A what? What kind of polygon is number 1? It has 4 sides. What polygon has 4 sides? A quadrilateral, good. And is it a regular or irregular, Bradley? Irregular. It is irregular, very good. Those sides are not the same length. Number 2, what kind of polygon? And is it regular or irregular? Write it down in your math notebook now. Charlie, what shape is number 2? A hexagon. How many sides does it have? 6. And is it regular or irregular, Charlie? Regular. All of those sides and angles are equal. Very nice. Number 3. Number 3. Tell me, what polygon? Regular or irregular? Number 3. Always count your sides first. Justice, what kind of polygon? A what? Hexagon. Count your sides again. Sophia?
Pentagon.
A pentagon. And is it regular or irregular, Malia?
It is irregular.
It is irregular. Very nice. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't know that that's a triangle, we just might be doomed for 5th grade math. Okay? All right, look at Group A and Group B here. We have 2 different sets of polygons here. Or maybe not polygons, I don't know. They're grouped though. There's Group A and Group B. Tell me about Group A. What is Group A? Mason, what is Group A?
It's a group of irregular because...
Are they even irregular polygons though?
No, they aren't.
Why are they not polygons, Mason?
Because there's space.
Yeah, they have this space. They have openings. So they're not irregular. They are not polygons at all. Okay? Make sure we don't have that confusion. An irregular polygon is still a polygon. Okay? These, having those spaces, are those polygons?
No.
No, they're not irregular. They are just not polygons. What about Group B? What are they? Mimi?
Group B are polygons.
They are polygons. You okay? Okay. I want to scroll down to one that I think could be a little tough. Number 3. Number 3, it says to name the polygon and name the vertices. So what is that polygon on number 3? Count the sides. Maverick? It's a quadrilateral. Good. Be more specific. Is it a regular quadrilateral, or irregular? You guys got me doing it now. Max? Irregular. Very nice. And then it says to name the vertices. Now, we haven't talked about vertices specifically in this topic, but we have, when we did our 3D shapes, talk about vertices. On some shapes, and you guys are going to see this much more in middle school, just a tad bit in 5th grade, They are going to name the vertices, meaning they're giving them a letter. That letter is their name. Okay? Tell me one vertex name that they have here on that shape. Maverick? B is one. Give me another. Bradley?
H.
H is another. Raina?
T.
T. Good. And the last one, Kara? E. Yeah, that's all you would do. If they're saying name these vertices, name me the letters where those vertices are. Each letter is next to a vertice. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for you to go ahead and know what your math assignment is. Your math assignment today is a Moby Max over polygons. Now, before you guys get started, I do want to go over your language homework for today so that you guys have all your work time, your study time. Your language today, I know yesterday you guys had a mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, sibling, some of you, Mrs. Schultz, look at your math, morals, writing. Were you guys surprised at the letter grade they gave you?
Yeah.
Or were you kind of like, yeah, I deserve that? Or
Yeah, mine wasn't bad. I got higher than Maverick. Oh my gosh.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, your assignment today for that math morals paper is to now rewrite it to get a plus. You are graded on it. You should have talked about it with your family member about what you should have done differently. Okay, some mistakes that you had. I want you to rewrite it and submit it so that if it gets graded now it's an A plus. Okay. You also have a vocabulary. On conjunctions. Now we are also at the point in language, like I said, we are through all of our language. So now we're going back to some of our parts of speech. Okay? Conjunctions I have shown you. Okay? This vocabulary should be just an easy review. And because I always love showing songs, this is a super old song. I'm going to show you a conjunction song. And then you guys got work time. It is.
I don't know.
I think this is like one of the most popular ones too.
Sugar, please.
As your body grows bigger,
Your mind gets power.
it's great to learn.
Cause knowledge is power.
It's Schoolhouse Rocky, the tip of the book of your favorite schoolhouse rock. Been waiting for Conjunction Junction.
I think this is like the most popular Schoolhouse Rock there is.
Conjunction junction.
Oh, nice.
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction junction. How does that function?
I got 3 favorite cards that get most of my job done.
Conjunction junction. What's their function?
I got and, but, and, or. They'll get you pretty far. And that's an additive like this and that. But that's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R. When you have a choice like this or that. And, but, and, or get you pretty far.
Conjunction junction. What's your function?
Hooking up 2 boxcars, making them run right. Milk and honey, bread and butter, peas and rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or 2. He's poor but honest, sad but true. Boo!
Conjunction junction. What's your function?
Hooking up 2 cards to 1 when you say something like this. Choice, either now or later, or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
Eat this or that, grow thin or fat. Never mind, I wouldn't do that. I'm fat enough now.
Conjunction junction. What's your function?
Hooking up phrases and clauses that balance like out of the frying pan and into the fire. He cut loose the sandbags, but the balloon wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the seas. You should always say thank you or at least say please.
Conjunction. What's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses in complex sentences like in the morning when I'm usually wide awake, I love to take a see a duck and a tree. And I wonder as I walk by just what they'd say if they could speak. Although I know that's an absurd thought.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up cards and making them function.
Conjunction, junction, how's that
I
function?
like tying up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, watch that
I'm
function.
gonna get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm going to get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your
I'm
function?
going to get you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over. You have 2 Mommy Macs for math on polygons. You have a conjunction vocabulary, and you have your math morals, a final now submission that would earn you an A+. Okay? All right, you guys got work time.